turn this up a little bit so I can hear myself. There we go. Oh. Okay. Pokeball, cool. And hello? Yeah, I can't get past you, can I? Yeah. We are here to catch one Sawaddle and a Pedo. Not you. But a Patrat, sure. We'll fight you. We'll work on leveling up. And we tackle. Ba-ba-ba. Fight. To the death. Patrat level 23. Or not level 23, you got 23 experience. That's egg on my face. Alright, Purloin and Patrat, huh? Sure. Tackle. We just need a couple of these Pokemon to be available to me. Or at least to show up. Come on, Sawaddle. The one bug type. Alright. Purloin. Ow. Let's keep this going, shall we? Yeah, there's nothing else here. This is a lot easier than Blaze Black, which I've been playing in my off time. Alright, we tackle. And we catch. Toss a Premier Ball out. Let's do. That worked. Kind of surprising. I thought Premier Balls were terrible, terrible. Alright, now we need the flying type. P-Dove. I guess I want to get a male and a female P-Dove because they look as different as can be. We'll swap to Patrat and work the way up the chain just so this Sawaddle doesn't faint. And we tackle. There we go. String shot, sure. Go for it. Ooh. You got me in a rough spot, Sawaddle. But we gained experience, so. Patrat learned to bite. That's good. This is very good. Alright, P-Dove, where are ya? That is not a P-Dove. It's a Purloin. I'm gonna keep swapping in until Sawaddle gets to at least level 4. Because it will have an easier time fighting at level 5. Wait, is Purloin... Purloin's dark, but eh. Yeah, there we go. That flinch went a long way. Come on, P-Dove! There you go. Ooh, level 4 P-Dove. You can fight on your own. I'm gonna put Pat-Rat out. He's probably gonna faint, so we'll swap into the next one. Yep. Yep, hey Spired Moth, new Pokemons. Or Pokemans. We're on to Generation 5 out of 8 that currently exist. Yeah, because it's this, XY, Sun, Moon, then Sword, Shield. I may not make it all the way through them this year, but getting 2 done in a year is a lot faster than what I was doing from the beginning. And seemingly more consistent. Ooh, that critical hit could have been bad for me. Now we have a male P-Dove. Should I worry about getting a female P-Dove just because I know they look vastly different? Like, there's no type differences to them. I think I shouldn't bother. We're already 6 Pokemon in. Oh. Great. And I found a new Pokeball. Cool. And a potion. Neat. Let's hit up the Pokemon Center and then we'll make some progress again. How about that? Hi, Alder. Oh, my nose itches. Yes, I would like to rest my Pokemon. Ah, fingers. That's fair. It's more, like, the idea was more for completion, but, like, legitimately, there was no reason for me catching all of the unknown, but I did do it. Like, huge differences is what it really is about. Like, the Galarian forms are one thing because they are actually different. The unknown was probably not necessary, but also, I think later on in games there's supposed to be the unknown dex. I know there's the unknown dex in the original version. So there's that. There's just a bunch of, hey, what if I do this kind of ideas. And it looks like all I need from here is Lillipup. So we'll work on catching a Lillipup. That's a Riolu. Alright. How rare is Riolu in here? Oh wow, that's a 5% spawn? But I don't need him. I already have Lucario from the last game. That's fine, though. Okay. Yeah, and right, there is the different yeah, I get that. Riolu. Oh, quick attack. I am sorry for kinda stomping you with a type advantage. There we go. Level 3. Rock on. Alright, where is Lillipup? That's a Psyduck. You also rarish one? You are. Like, Lillipup's supposed to be the most common up here. We'll swap to P-Dove again just for experience spreading. For now. That, and I do, again, want to get Sewaddle up to at least level 4 or 5, maybe, before worrying about using him for actual fighting. And to be very honest, the final reward I'm looking for is Sword and Shields. Gotta catch, like, Sword and Shield's complete dex rewards. It probably is. Well, actually, don't they have a challenge mode for Black and White too? So you could actually make it harder, where the trainer, not even the trainers, the gym leaders have full teams with improved movesets and all. And this isn't even like Blaze Black or whatever the other thing was. I think I said before, I've been playing in my off time, messing around in it. Alright, Lillipup, show up, please. Oh. Which Pokemon would that be? I'm actually curious. Uh-oh, yeah, Magnemite is kind of a powerhouse in this game. Like the type advantages, and yeah, Magnemite kind of carries you through the second gym. And the third, really. The fourth, it's a bit iffy, but if you can learn a rock move, you're kinda good. So yeah. Magnemite probably is probably a carry Pokemon for this generation. Or like Nidoran, male. Nidorino? No, Nidoran. Well, Nidorino, Nidoking, but I was trying to start, like, for Gen 1, that's what all of the speedrunners use. Yeah, Steel is very much resistant to most things, except for ground. You can get a balloon to prevent ground from hitting you. Eventually, if you even have to take on a ground gym. Plus, you have super effective against ground, or is it rock with Steel? Why is there not a Lillipup? Ooh, level 7 P-Dove. So you're gonna take this, and we'll see how it works. With the firefighting and ground. But there's not a firefighting or ground gym in this one, is there? Like, there's the one that is fire, water, and grass. That's not even a gem anymore. Gem 5 is ground. That's right, I remember now. He does the, yeah. I think there's also a, no, this isn't the generation that has a fire type as an Elite Four, because that was the last generation. Ooh. Gust hurt. We'll see. We'll get there eventually. Granted, I'm not picking up a Magnemite in this version because I already have Magnemite in my proper collection. E4 does have fighting. Oh, that's right. I remember him now. I do remember him now. He's not the most memorable, but I don't think any of the Elite Four are super memorable in most instances. Except for... I guess Koga is probably one of the most memorable Elite Fours just because he's also a gym leader in a different generation. Cha. Alright, what do we have next? Hey, Lillipup. Level 7 Lillipup. Alright. Let's go. Ow. Reverse ow. Is that a defense down, right? Yeah. I don't think that's gonna hurt anything. Oh yeah, Kate. Actually, I don't remember Caitlyn. Caitlyn, Pokemon. Okay, she was Battle Castle, but I don't remember her that well. I also didn't do any of the... I've never really put any effort into any of the Battle Frontier things, so... That's part of an issue, I guess. Come on, Snivy. There we go. One more smack and that'll do. Oh, okay, so she was a different... She wasn't the leader, but she was... Gotcha, she was part of the castle. Let's see if I can bring that up. Hey, we caught it. Okay. Oh. Okay, I kind of remember seeing him. But again, I never did the Battle Frontier things. At least not for huge amounts of time. Yeah, we're looking good. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Hi. Oh nice, you've come here to toughen up. Alright, let's see how much stronger you've become. Come at me. Oh! My bad. I didn't realize this was going to be a fight. I was just looking for you. Oh. Okay. Alright, Tepig. Alright, you're a higher level. But I do believe I'm on the better end of this. Boink, boink, punk. More defense downs. That's fine. My Pat Rat is probably going to be level 8 by the end of this, maybe. I was expecting a heal up here. This is one of the games that actually has you come into things without having... Grass Snake was fun. Yeah. You're not fighting type yet, so that'll be fine. And I guess it can't make you flinch if I go last. I also really like the music for this. Like, this generation has good music altogether. Kind of crap move pool, yeah. That rat. That's one of the things I think they're working on with Gen 8 and maybe even into Gen 9 is cleaning out move pools so they can put better things in certain places. There you go, have your town map. They just left, and you've already helped me out. Hi. Growing Pokemon battle, huh? Isn't it nice to be young? Who are you? Who am I? I'm the owner of this ranch. This is my wife. For Pokemon battle, you should heal Pokemon's HP, right? Here, I'll give you this. I obtained a potion. And one for you. Your herdier is in danger. Oh no. Wonder. By the way, dear, if your Pokemon get hurt, let me know. I'll make them better for you. Yeah, let's do that instead of using the potion you gave me. Aha! Everyone's full heal. Right? Yep, everyone is full healed. And I have a full team. Yeah, like, they do definitely need to touch on certain things. And hopefully it gets fixed, quote-unquote. Like, I would love it if they got rid of all of the single ability change moves and made everything do either 2 of one or one of 2 different ones. Like, for String Shot, maybe speed down and... speed down, defense down. Granted, String Shot is a bad example because it's a really early move that would make really, really good. So Otto's lowest, so we're gonna put P-Dub out next. I do need to get my hands on an Audino soonish. Oh, Order Sleuth. P-Dub was identified. I find them, like, early on, I don't ever use the stat-altering moves, generally. Like, I just would rather see... Like, I feel like the better ones come at a much later point, and I don't add them into it because I just go with damaging moves. Which is not good for, like, competitive stuff. Yeah. So, there is a build for Flareon that's kinda crazy that my cousin actually showed me over a few weeks ago. He has a build where it's not even worrying about stab moves or anything. It is, I think, Return. Or Retaliate, something like that, where you hit really hard with Flareon. but again, like, it needs something. Like, and you're right, a lot of movesets need to be reset. So if we do get another generation or another remake of a Pokemon game, there should be less moves, but more good for what generation, or for the Pokemon that they are specific to. Like, Flareon naturally getting Flare Blitz, or not Flare Blitz, the Flame Charge from this generation. Because it's a good fire-based physical move. So it would be stab, it'll be good for the physical aspect of the Pokemon. Just generally good overall. Hey, Marie. Critical. Nice. If Sawattle goes full level on this, I will be so surprised, but happy. Ow. Never mind. That's fine. And there are other Pokemon that kind of need touched on outside of, like, Megas and stuff. Just general moveset changes would be good. Mostly for the sake of not having the exact same thing happening every single game. It would be nice. There we go. Level 7s. Go P-Dove. And Snivy. No, there's no items left around. Oh, hi. Did Herdier wander someone back here? Let's have a look. Yeah. I guess I should just go ahead and do this every time I lose anybody. Is more down to story progression structure. Yeah. But then there's a lot of people that didn't like it when they changed it, and didn't like it when they modified it again. When it came to Sun and Moon, people didn't like the not having gyms and not having the same structure that they always did. Which I enjoyed the difference that made. Like, I would love to have a game where instead of 8 gyms, you had to face every type. You hate how linear the games are? And they're designed to be linear for the sake of the age group that it is aimed at. Like, the age group is from 10 to 15, realistically. But then there's the nostalgia critics, myself, you, most likely, that get into games, or that have known games for so long. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to pick different routes. Like, different directions to go, being able to backtrack and move forward again. I understand. I definitely understand. Oh, hi. Got a Paralyze heal. Nice. Yeah, like, things that would be reasonable for them to add is 1 gem for every type. Then on top of that, adding the ability to... or adding checkpoints that are like, hey, you have to have 2 badges to get through here, but you can go this side or that side, or even a 3rd lane just to decide which direction you really want to go. Honestly, I loved Team Skull because they were not necessarily meant to be villains, they were just meant to be thugs. Like, they're meant to be bad guys. And I actually like their leader more than others, and a lot of it has to do more so with the animation than it is the game, too. Because as a character, he is really, really good. Like, the whole thing is that they are meant to be a family, not necessarily meant to be this big evil villains team. They just, you know, they actively fight against something they don't like. And that's the idea of the structure that it has. Like, Team Skull is against the linear, hey, you have to have a badge, you have to find this, you have to do that. And they're more into the idea of doing it in their own way. They're just not powerful. They're not as strong as people that follow the old thing, except for Guzma and the chick. And they're both really interesting in the long run. But it's also partly my opinion, so there's good argument for it, but it is still my opinion. Hey, Vine Whip. Snivy level 8. Nice. Marie. We'll put Sawaddle back out there. Black and White does have a good villain team, by the way. Like, there's a lot of really interesting things that goes on. I also realized that this is one of the shortest games. I also have this understanding that the reason why the games feel more handholdy is because they're trying to put more story in your path. But with all of that story, they're also giving you, hey, this is how you do this is how you do that. It's trying to make you feel a connection for characters by making them useful to you, by making them helpful. It doesn't work very well. But at the same time, you can end up with this issue of people my age when the original games came out and you couldn't really ask anybody for help because the closest thing you would have was like the phone lines, and you might not have known about that at 10, 11 years old, 20 years ago? 10 years ago. Jeez, 15 years ago. I'm old. It's just that balancing act of having it be good for kids as well as fun for people that have knowledge over the games that is 20 plus years old. Like, the originals came out when I was 6, 5? Maybe even 5. Like, that's kind of ridiculous to me. But I don't think I got my first Pokemon game until I was at least 10. It's just kind of it's the understanding of what is and is not viable for trying to make a game for kids. A 30-minute tutorial segment is not terrible. It's not the worst. But for a game where there's no, like, animation sections of things, it is not great. It is very much not okay. Like, people would have a lot worse, or a lot better of an idea of even Sword and Shield if they did, like, real animations, not just in-game, hey, we're gonna turn the Pokemon around, and it's gonna not look like it turned around. Like, if they took the animating team for either the show or the movies and actually made an animation around certain situations, people would fall in love with the games again. There would be no real argument there. I think you're still level 6. Granted, it would cost more, but they already have an animation team to do all of this, so it wouldn't cost that much more. They would just have to add more members to their team. Like, their animation is on the level of, like, not even year 1. Like season 3 Red vs. Blue, where a lot of their animations were riggings of their actual world. Which was, again, not bad, it's just now that it is the point in time we're at, it's old and it is not effective. Oops. I overran that episode. Okay, I'm gonna pause for YouTube here for